Well, we have reached almost the exciting conclusion to the season.
We have.
We have. Uh and what an exciting conclusion it is. The Penguins remind me of when we were in school and we had an assignment due. And by the way, this is Sophie. Say hi, Sophie. Sophie might add something to the commentary. It reminds me of when we were in school and we had an assignment due and you didn't do it until the last minute, and then you hurried up and got it all done and did well at the end, but was didn't do anything for most of the time. That's kind of the Penguins.
It's like studying the morning of the exam.
Yeah, they're cramming big time. That's exactly it. They're cramming big time for the final exam.
Oh, well, it is what it is, right?
Well, we'll see if it is what it is. So as of right now, this minute, we're recording Monday night, and it is Monday night at about 7:36. What is going on? Toronto and Philadelphia are Toronto and Florida are tied 0-0, and
Washington's winning 3-0.
Washington was 3-0 now over the Islanders. Ho.
There's 5 minutes left in the first period, and the Islanders are on a power play right now.
I don't know if I heard during the day that the Capitals are don't kiss me, Sophie. Ew. That the Capitals were going to play nobody. So none of their players, which maybe is a good thing. Maybe they played some like young players that want to be hungry and show something. I don't know, but I knew it wasn't going to continue because basically right now it's Florida and the Islanders are 1 point ahead of the Penguins,
right,
who are out of a playoff spot. And every time basically the Penguins have made up no ground this week because every time they've won, the Panthers and the Islanders have won too.
Right.
So they need the Islanders or Panthers to lose, and the Penguins need to keep winning. And if that happens, so you're telling me there's a chance. Let's go over the games of the week. On Tuesday, April 4th, the Penguins were in New Jersey and got completely destroyed. New Jersey 5, Pittsburgh 1. Didn't even bother watching the highlights of this because it was a complete destruction. It was not even close.
No, it was brutal. And New Jersey ended up sweeping us for the series 4-0. That was a tough game to watch. It was pretty brutal.
Yeah, it was sad. It was sad. We were basically, and this was after a weekend where they lost to Boston, but it was a close game and they beat Philadelphia. So they come back in an absolute must-win game and just absolutely crap the bed. And it's not like they don't want to win. It's just that they're not good enough. They can't keep up with fast teams. That's the thing.
But yeah, that's true.
That's it. If it's a team that's fast, Penguins have no shot.
Yeah.
Their only hope is to play a team that is bigger and slower, or just not as fast, or just not as fast. If it's a speed team, forget about it. They just can't keep up.
Yeah, I mean, they're slow, old and slow. That's been kind of the, what do you call it? Their motto.
Reoccurring theme throughout the season. Old and slow. Old, slow, and small is no way to go through life.
Not.
I'm paraphrasing. The movie Animal House. What is it? Fat, slow, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. I think that's the line from Animal House. But yeah, old, old, slow, and small is the Penguins. So I mean, what about missed shots and turnovers from the New Jersey game?
We actually weren't really bad there. We had a total of 15 errors, 9 missed shots, and 6 turnovers, which is on our lower end for games. But yeah,
I notice on games this season that they've been blown out, that they've actually had low numbers of turnovers and missed shots, just because I think they just give up. I think you know you're not going to turn over. You're not going to turn it over much if you're just not doing anything. That's just seems like how that is.
it seems about right.
Yeah. On So I'm guessing at some point they were out of the. I'm guessing at this point they were out of the playoff race. So they're out of there at some point. They were out of a playoff spot, and then we go to Thursday, April 6th, in Pittsburgh against the Minnesota Wild and Marc-Andre Fleury. And the Wild are good. The Wild are I think are challenging for the top of their division, so they're very good. But the Penguins played an incredible, complete, awesome game and won 4-1. And here you can't. I mean, they did so many good, so many things good. Letang was awesome. Jari was very good. They looked better defensively. Just everything looked good. What did you think about the Minnesota game?
That was a good first period and a decent third period. I think our second period we kind of fell apart. They outshot us 13-5 in the second period, and I think that's when they scored. I can't remember. Sorry, I've got both games on right now. I'm so distracted.
I know we're scoreboard watching.
Letang was great. Yep. Sidney, not so much. He had 5 errors and 0 shots on goal. Not a big fan of that. Yeah.
That was just odd. 0 shots on goal.
None.
Very, very, very weird. Yeah, Letang open up the scoring with just a really good shot. Good shot placement.
I'm really sorry. My allergies are bad, so if I'm sneezing or I mute, just
Okay. Yeah, Letang open up the scoring with a really good shot on Fleury, and they're really good friends, so that had to be interesting. Who else scored? That was
Raquel scored in the second, Zucker and Carter in the third.
Yeah. Carter's been playing better lately.
Yeah, I don't really have any complaints. This game is wild. Are you watching it?
Which one?
The Caps Islanders, they're like going mental.
Oh no.
I love it. Yeah, I didn't really have much to say. I kind of half watched this game. But the biggest sorry, one sec. Brutal. The biggest concern I had was Sidney's performance. Like I said, he had 4 turnovers and 1 missed shot, equaling 5 errors. But overall, our errors weren't so bad. We had a total of 18, 4 missed shots. Only 4.
4 missed shots in the whole game.
In the whole game. It was Sidney with 1, Paling with 2, and Petrie with 1. But then we had 14 turnovers, which it's a little high if you ask me.
That's very high. That's very odd. The thing about the Wild is they're a good team, but they're big and they're slower. Penguins do well against teams like that. You know who else is kind of a slower team? The Boston Bruins. I'm going to say this right now. If the Penguins play the Bruins in the first round, the Penguins are winning.
Pens are out in 5.
I say Pens win in 7.
I don't see it happening. Sorry, my nose. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't see it. I can't even believe Boston right now. They're insane.
They broke the record. Broke the record for most wins.
Yeah, I think they're at 63.
Yeah. Yeah. And the President's Trophy winner always does well in the playoffs.
I got nothing to say about the playoffs. I can't really talk about them until I know what's happening. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
But very excited to talk about the next game.
The next game is Saturday, April 8th in Detroit.
This was the best I've seen us play all season. Where was this every game? You talk about saying we're not very good enough. Yes, we are. And we showed it in Detroit. And I'm sorry, I'm going to get fired up right now. We absolutely showed it in Detroit. We dominated that game up and down. It was insane. And Gino, that effort on the goal, like, where is that every shift? Sidney was out of his mind. He wasn't so good on faceoffs, but everything else was so good. And it's like, where was this? If you like, I'm gonna get okay. So they proved that they're capable, Joe, at playing well, a complete full game. Where was this every other game?
Exactly. Why are we waiting till the end of the season when you're out of a playoff spot to play the kind of hockey we've been begging them to play all season?
I watched the game sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, this is what we wanted all year. This is what we've been begging for all year. And they wait till game 80 to do it.
I watched the game like this. The whole game.
Yeah.
I just got, okay, so much to say. The only bad area that we were in was faceoffs. We were terrible there. Like, Detroit beat us on faceoff almost 65% to 36%. But every other area was beautiful. Like, it was so good.
Crosby had 2 goals and an assist.
With the game-winning goal.
And
0 errors.
Wow.
Yeah, he was incredible. I was mad at him because it's like, where's this been? Yeah, that goal, that play between him and Heinen.
Ooh.
Haven't I been saying that there could be magic between those two? I think I've been saying that.
You have. There was magic on that play. That was beautiful.
It was so good.
It's just how it should be all the time. They were so scared of Crosby because of that first goal he had, that wicked backhander. And so he teased that again, and that opened up Heinen. And it was so good. Filthy. It was sexy.
Yeah. I said I got magical in my notes.
Alex Nylander scored, and too bad, bro. Too bad. Congratulations, you scored. Go back to Wilkes-Barre. You're not good enough.
I don't even,
But it's not Sullivan's fault. It's not Sullivan's fault. No, he'd rather play 50-year-old people than young people. But no, it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
No comment.
No, well, I might comment. I'm so upset about that.
Wait for this. We had 7 errors in the game, Joe. 7
total.
2 turnovers, 5 missed shots. 7. I told you, I watched the game like this.
We're both. That's, oh my God. That has to be the lowest of the season.
It is. It
has to be. Not even.
I don't think we've gone under like 13, maybe 14, 15. I'd have to check, but
yeah, not even close.
Not even close.
I remember you said the goal for turnovers in a game was 5, and I don't think they ever reached that. And here they have 2. Wow.
Yeah, 2. It was amazing. Wow. I was like super impressed. Yeah, beautiful game played. They all showcased like togetherness, connection, chemistry, except for Russ. Russ was kind of, I don't know, he wasn't doing it for me. But everything else was so good, and it was just like, where's
Where was
where's this
this?
been all season?
Yeah. Where? Yeah.
Anyways,
So how is it for the 3 games? How are turnovers and missed shots?
all right. Are you sitting down? Yeah, you're sitting down.
I'm sitting down.
So we had 22 turnovers and 18 missed shots. Um, Sydney had 4 turnovers the most. Gino had 3. Rust had the most missed shots with 4, and then there's a bunch of players that had 2. Don't really need to mention that. But you're sitting, right?
I'm sitting down.
Latang had 0 errors in all 3 games.
What the what
Right,
what
right,
is
right.
going
Because
on?
I know, because the last 3 games he had 11 total errors, and the 3 games before that he had 16 errors. Sorry, it was 4 games before that he had 16 errors, and in these last 3 games, 0.
Needless to say, Letang had a really good week. What is but
Really
now
good stuff.
yeah just really impressive, and we will see, because as of right now, and end of the first, Toronto and Florida are still tied at 0, and Capitals are up 3-0 on the
This,
Islanders.
no, and then the Sabres are winning 1-0. I don't think the Sabres are mathematically out because they've got 2 games on hand.
Oh yeah.
So they're beating the Rangers right now 1-0, and the Senators. I know this doesn't yet because the Senators are mathematically out, but the Senators are beating the Hurricanes 2-0.
Senators are up and coming.
Definitely.
So the remaining games for the Penguins, we have tomorrow home to Chicago, and then Thursday at Columbus, and that's it.
And we should win both of those games. We should win both.
Should.
We will
And
win both.
we will win both. I mean, I think they're laser focused. They're scared to death, but I did not think that the Islanders in Florida were just going to hold serve and keep winning. I didn't think they had it in them. I think that the Penguins are scared enough to keep winning and keep playing and keep trying for the playoffs. But I don't think Florida or the Islanders have it in them to just hold serve, so to speak.
It's anyone's spot right now. It's really hard to say. It could go either way. We could lose the next 2 games. We could.
Exactly.
That's why I don't want to predict anything. I just literally want to have faith that everything's going to work out. That's all I can do.
Jari's playing much better.
Yep. This is true.
They're getting healthier. Rutsa came back. I believe Kulikov was whatever coming back. I believe Kulikov, sure, him. I believe Benino.
The one name I can pronounce right.
Right.
But it asked me to say Zucker or Rackle or
Ricky Rackle.
Oh boy. Yeah. We should see. It should be good. It
should be good. And so not only there's a possibility that if the Penguins do make the playoffs, there's a possibility they would play Carolina and not Boston.
I think Carolina swept us 4-0 in the series.
I would be scared to death of Carolina, but I'm not scared of Boston. I'm telling you, that has upset written all over it.
Yeah, I totally don't agree. at all. I've been watching a lot of their games, and I don't know, man.
Oh my God, they're a machine. They're an unstoppable machine with 4 lines that could kill you. But I still think the Penguins are going to win.
I'm gonna still say Boston in 5.
Okay,
But
we'll see.
We'll talk about that another time.
We'll talk. We'll talk. At this point, we are just waiting for the final
Countdown.
2 games of the season. So this is it. So the Florida and New York Islanders right now are playing game 81. They only have 1 game left after this.
Tonight. Yeah.
After tonight, and the Penguins have 2 games. Wow. This is the end. I don't know. There's a song by the Doors. This is the end. This is the end. This is it. The exciting season finale of Pittsburgh Penguins. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We'll see. Not much else to say. That's it.
I think we covered it all.
We've said everything. We've said. I mean, we've been doing this every week for 6 months now. We've said everything there is to say, and the only thing that's new is, where did this come from? Because this is what we've been asking for all year. We've been asking for, defensive, smart hockey, fewer turnovers, fewer missed shots. It finally happened.
Yep, and I got my Heinen Sydney play, so
we all got what we wanted.
We sure did.
We all got what we wanted, and hopefully we get a playoff spot. So we will see. But it pains me to say this, but go Capitals. Ew.
Yeah, I think the Caps got this game. I don't see the Islanders coming back.
You never know.
But you should never know. When we're done this, you should put that game on, because it's insane. Like, the first period has been insane.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
you know what they say? You know what they say? A 3-goal lead is the hardest lead in hockey. Sophie, come here. Come here, baby girl. Oh, okay. Sophie, see Penguins. Look at this cute face. Or do you want to let this cute little girl down? Look at Sophie. All she wants is playoff hockey. Look at her. Look at this cute little girl. Look at this dog. Look at her. Sophie, look at the camera. Say, please, Penguins, make the playoffs, please. Look, she's anti-technology. She hates anything with technology. It's really weird. Huh. You just want the Penguins to win, don't you? Yes, you do.
She's too cute.
She is so cute. Anyway, we will see.
Holy crap, we did it in a half an hour.
I know, because that's it. We've run out of things to say.
I think it's good though. I think we're kind of leading off with anticipation for the next 2 games, and then we'll have to figure something out moving forward in the playoffs or after.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm off next week, but then after that, either way, we should still, whether they're in the playoffs or not, we should still talk beat playoffs, because it's so exciting, and so the NHL playoffs are so much fun. Do we know what's going to happen? We know. Okay, so we know that the Devils are going to play the Rangers, right? And we know Toronto is going to play Tampa.
I believe so, yeah.
I don't know. I think I've been saying this is Toronto's year. Toronto is going to beat the Lightning. I think the Lightning are starting to get old, and I think their time is starting to go down.
I think I have Toronto in 6. Yeah. I tweeted about it. Yeah.
And I think I don't know what to think about about New Jersey and New York, because yes, the Rangers are just loaded, but the Devils are, I don't know.
Yeah,
they're young and hungry.
I haven't thought into it yet. I don't know what to say at this point. I can't think about the playoffs yet until my brain won't process the playoffs until I know what's going on with Pittsburgh.
And I really don't know what, and it's too early what to think about the Western Conference. I mean, Vegas and Edmonton are still playing for the top spot. Colorado's up there too. God, there's the teams in. No, okay, the teams are pretty loaded in. Seattle clinched the last playoff spot, and they have 98 points. In the Florida, New York Islanders, and the Penguins have 90 and 91 points.
No, there's still one. The second wild card spot still open in the West. Looks like it's going to be between Calgary and Winnipeg.
Interesting. And Nashville's in it too. Interesting.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
Interesting. That'll be interesting. So, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for the playoffs. So we will talk, but right now we're just focused on the next 3 days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The exciting, because usually the Penguins by this time of the year, well, actually by this time of the year, they're playing in the playoffs. They're everything's a little bit late. Usually the playoffs start like first or second week in April, but usually the only thing they're playing for is like maybe a seeding or something like that. They're usually the last week of the playoffs, the last week of the regular season. They don't care.
Yeah.
This time we are playing for our lives.
It's crazy.
And you know what? Playing for your life makes you. I know you hate this. That urgent hockey, that playing urgent, playing desperate. I think that helps, because what does Boston have to play for? All Boston had to play for was the record. Oh, whoop-de-doo. We got the most points. Whoop-de-doo. I could name a whole bunch of teams that had the most points and never won the Stanley Cup. But the Penguins are playing crazy for their lives, desperate hockey, which I know you hate.
I don't mind desperate hockey when it's desperate times, but I don't like desperate hockey through the season, like when you're on a losing streak or something like that. I think it's messy. But like now I understand it, but I still don't like desperation. Desperation is weakness.
Desperation in December is a bad thing. Desperation in April is a good thing.
I think playing motivated and playing with initiative will always get you better results, because you play more relaxed, you're out of your head, and you're just doing what you know what I mean, like what comes natural to you. But yeah, should be good. I'm so distracted, Joe. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's understandable. Yeah, we're just scoreboard watching. That's all I'm going to do. All the second period started with Toronto in Florida, and they're still at the end of the first in Washington. I can never say go Capitals, but still, I'm happy the Capitals are winning. So I'll just put it that way.
I agree.
All right, that's it. So.
All right.
I'll talk to you at some point. Probably in a couple weeks or something like that.
I'm sure we'll talk during the game tomorrow night anyways.
Oh, definitely. All right. I'll see you.
Okay, Joe.
Bye.
Ciao.